And we are back. While I was away, I called Comcast and confirmed that there was a node outage like the one we had this Monday that actually was resolved before stream started. So clearly they're having problems in New Mexico this week. I got them to refund the cost of my bill, give me a bill credit for the entire month. So it sucks that it happened, but I'll take $120. Works for me. I'll take it. Alright, we wanted to explore the far east and also south and west. Let's go south first. Looks more promising from the skills I have right now. South and then west. Go further south. I am actually getting less bullshit. Like, I get to an agent who will help me on the first call every time, which is a huge difference. That same phone call would have been about an hour and a half of me transferring between different people to find someone that would confirm that yes, it's an outage. And also it seems that the issue today is a node issue, so we haven't had many of those. If you recall, the dropped frames we've been having have been Twitch side, so this is the first Twitch issue since the very first one when we switched to business. So I don't know how I'm supposed to mess with this. I can't hit it with that. Maybe I have to come at it from the other side. I didn't see a... It might be a secret door somewhere over there. I'll also try breaking through the floor along the path above it. Alright, let's check the northeast corners out first. No, that was definitely Comcast was the issue, saying the dropped frames problems we've had have been Twitch. It's a confirmation bias thing though, right? I switched to business, what, 3 months ago, and that's the second Comcast outage we've had. Whereas before that it was like a very regular problem. At least once or twice a month that it was confirmed Comcast problem. I'm just glad it's fixed. One more. I should be able to see more here now, right? I guess I wasn't going to inspect that before I had the light. Maybe I could and just didn't notice it. Cool. Let's check over here first. What's down here? You can't inspect it without the light. Interesting. So I want to make sure that you have it before you try progressing through this zone without it. Secret down there. Which makes sense. Awesome. Crystal Peak, huh? I like how they have to design these rooms now so you can't wall jump shenanigan your way up. That's cool. That room in particular. Interesting. You should just be able to drop down, right? Oh no, okay. It's a bottomless pit. I'm not used to those. Hey! Oh, it's not our friend. It's a mean one. Interesting. It's a very Mega Man enemy. Again, cool use of very different color here than we saw in the other zones. Ho-ho! Try going up. Yeah, I think that's their best possible conveyance for don't fall down this pit. They already established the mechanic by which they could, let's see, can I get up there? Not that way. They already established the mechanic of touching a spike sends you back, like Zelda. How many nail hits does that spell do? It doesn't seem that competitive. Oh, I see. Looks like 3. How do we get up there? Could be some bouncing shenanigans. I don't see a weak ceiling up there. That is in fact it. Cool. Getting all kinds of cash. Ouch. Ooh, that may have done 2 hit points of damage. Not cool. You like the crystal shattering sound? Yeah, this game has really good sound design. Get on board with that. Some of these zones are more chill than others. Oh, my bot died. Hold on. Because of Comcast. I'll reconnect it. Let me grab the sound effects bot while I'm at it. Try now. Yeah. I thought there was a thing there for sure. Bummer. Basically, I have to manually reconnect it if it goes down. Eventually flip back on their own. Okay, good to know. More rancid eggs. I don't yet know their purpose. It also didn't occur to me that I would be stacking multiples of those. Huh. Generally not considered edible. Nope, that's not happening. I can bounce off those spikes, probably. Ouch. Bench indicator, gotcha. Oh, that's cool. I can deflect those as well. Not expecting that. Ouch. It's good to use for its piercing effect, nothing else. I think I went this way yet. Yeah, this zone's really cool. It's very pretty. That works. Nope. Where is that taking us? Oh, this is cool. Cursor of those who turn against the king. I'm in the crystal zone. All the masks on the walls are skulls. It's cool. Whoa! It's those 3 masks we saw in the Black Cocoon room. Protect the vessel. The dreamers lay sleeping. Monamon the teacher in her archive, surrounded by fog and mist. Right, so we gotta go get the Witch of Easelith and Seat the Scaleless. Spire looking over the city. The one's in the fog zone. I don't know if I've been in the Spire zone yet. It's the deep darkness beyond the kingdom. Honest lasts eternal. Gotcha. Oh, cool. Actually adds to the map. Go no further, little shadow. What compels its climb out of the darkness? What compels its return to the sacred kingdom? Call from beyond the seals by the vessel or by the captive light. When the seals break, they cannot be undone. The vessel weakens. That plague springs anew. They must be undone. Duty holds. It shall be done. Cool. Yeah, we've seen them a couple times now. Sleep in peace. I like the player passes out, wakes up later trope that this game likes to use. Interesting. Yo. Cool. Very cool. Oh, thanks, Spiky. From the downtime earlier. I can try to figure out. Should be plus 14. Okay. You gotta be kidding me, right? Why would they put that there unless if there's a secret? So there could still be a secret there. I'll have to look for it later. Shiny moth hype. So, folks. What a terrible fate they visited upon you. To cast you away into the space between body and soul. Will you accept their judgment and fade away, or you take the weapon before you and cut your way out of this sad forgotten dream? Cool. Nice. The dream nail. Hold Y to charge and slash with the nail. Cut through the veil between dreams and waking. Hahaha. I love that you don't know that you have control at first and you have to press it. You've returned. Welcome back to the waking world. Those figures, the dreamers, reached out with a little power they have and drag you to that hidden place. The talisman you wield, the dream nail, can cut through the veil that separates the waking world from our dreams. Okay, so maybe it'll let me slice through those black pillars. Give me essence. $100 essence and return to me. That's pretty sweet. And that's still the old nail. Interesting. Where does the dream nail reflect? Huh. Oh, here. Oh, those things. Interesting. Okay, so I know where one is off the top of my head. Let's see where it spits me out here, though. It'd be great if I could get the map to cover those. Oh, I see. Each one has a certain amount of collectible essence, presumably. There's the 10 that she wanted. Stuff you do in a bug's life. When they go away that means you found all of them. I still can't break stuff beneath me. Maybe I'm gonna get a ground pound instead of having a thick ally. Alright, so I've seen 2 other of those. One of them was nearer to beginning of the zone. It was the secret path. Don't remember what the second one was. I'll just look for it. 100 essence. Okay. Stag station. What's up? Purchase a map. Maybe to remind you that now you can buy a thing that tracks the those objects, would be my guess. I don't have to pay. Of course not. So you can't get stranded here, presumably. Resting grounds. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it.
half another.
Aha! Spring Root Warrior's Grave, yeah. Good technique. Get me back over here. See if she has anything new, and I'll check the other shop, see if he's selling anything new. No, this is the same as the last one. Not sure what you mean, retro. Nope, nothing new right now. Save up for these other upgrades for now. Alright, let's go down and then west. Yeah, because he said, I have to go, I left the map at the shop. Up. So at that point you haven't gotten a new pin in many hours of gameplay, so you might assume that there aren't any more. I was just asking as soon as there was a purpose to those little trees whether it would result in a pin or not. But I appreciate the guidance regardless. Oh, really? That was an unsuspected number. I figured there'd be more. Alright. Can I see what my different pins are somewhere? Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Spring Warrior's Grave. Which I have visited before. The tree was outside, and there's a warrior's grave out there. Should I go into those really quick? I mean, it's authored per tree though, right? Yeah? Okay. Good to know, thanks. Don't think we ever found a stag thing there, did we? No, we didn't. Okay. Well, I'll go hit those two things really quick. No, that's fine. Quality of life is no problem. I guess most of King's Pass is pretty boring. Whoops. So how does the logic work for pressing spikes? Does it just send you back a certain number of seconds or something? I always assumed it would just be the nearest ledge, but it must be a certain amount of time. Oh, you're further down. Got all the important stuff that I needed money for, so I'm not too worried about having the fragile greed thing be broken. Respawn points are authored, I see. So it's maybe ticking every so often. One of the bosses is probably out here, and somewhere in this direction, since it mentioned on the edge of the kingdom. Most. Open sky always feels weird in Metroidvania games. Yo. I am Gorb. Bow, bow, bow to Gorb. Great mind, I am Gorb. Ascend with Gorb. Yeah, sure. Ouch. It's like an evil maggot thing. Interesting. It'll be in different positions depending on where it's floated to. Okay, good to know. The sounds it's making are great. Three hits. Shit. I want to be directly above me whenever possible. That's pretty great. Yo. I am Gorb, the great mind, the pain, ascend, ascend. Just gonna straight fill up a bunch of them. Nice. Cool. Here lies Gorb, the great mind. Neat. Hey, Scald, what's groovin'? How you doing? How's your Wednesday/Thursday treating you? Alright, let's hit the other one, and then let's go back to Lady, who wants me to turn in essences, since I've got 100 of them now. Some people's mosquitoes. Because that's where having the thing that drags the geos into your body would be nice. Slightly above me here, presumably? Oh, there it is. Blind. And these will stay on the screen indefinitely until I collect all of them or leave the zone, right? I don't have a time limit to get as many of them as possible. Red coins. Okay, cool. There's a ton of them in this zone. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder the next tier is going to be after this one. Ouch. Not done yet. Don't think there are any over this way. Looks like it shows you roughly where they're all flying away to since they all went up. I can pretty reasonably assume that there aren't any that spawn below the tree. Curious to what extent that's just a cool visual effect or if it actually has a mechanical implication. Bit of an audio cue when you're near one, okay. Ouch. Phew. Yeah, controls in this game are really good. Very tight. Yeah, it's very, very tight platforming controls. Agree. It's also because the level design is laid out in such a way that you never need to be extremely precise with your jumping, which I definitely prefer to games that give you no wiggle room, right? Nothing else of consequence out here. Okay, well, I'll go cache this stuff in. Guess the Sans medallion is just nice for moving through the game more quickly. Should probably keep it if only for that reason, even though it costs 2 notches. Could go back to the NPC that sells more notches. Might be worth doing. This goes off to green path, right? Ouch. Speed your heal might be in the cards for me too, although it seems like most bosses are tuned in such a way that you just barely have enough time to get 1 heal off if you started at exactly the right point, and maybe you have enough time to get a 2nd heal off if you're willing to take a risk, which seems like a generally bad idea. Okay, here we go. Back to green path. What all do we have to do here still? Can't get to that spot that's too far west, and there are no graves here. There is a stag really close though, so let's do that. These assholes. No thank you. Fight one of you, not 2. It feels well balanced. Resting grounds first, we'll cash in our 100 essences, and then I'll decide where I want to go after that. I'm not clear yet. Hey, Trinket. Don't I already have 200? Oh god, that sucks. Oh, bummer. Alright. Alright, she's giving me a trinket for which I, at this moment at least, have no use for. I guess I could hit the grave down there really quick. It's not really far out of my way. Try to remember that for when I get the butt stomp ground pound, whatever lets me break those things. Yeah, it doesn't refill when you're hitting armor. And you have to be dealing damage. That's the one. I'm sure to leave this kingdom are cursed. Better to rest here until time itself sleeps. Turn my weapons upon the king. When I awoke in the sacred place, I began to understand. Love all the bug graveyard statues behind us there. Tombstones. Yeah, sure. I see. What's this next phase gonna be like, I wonder? Oof, not great. Love this guy's voice lines. 4 nails! That's too many nails, dude. You don't need that many. Ooh, right in that one on its way back. First try, nice. Everyone sounds like a Zelda NPC, yeah. Those who turn against the king are doomed as soon as they raise their weapon. Don't call me a traitor, simply call me a fool. Wherever you go, I will be watching. Thanks for the essence, bro! How many she's gonna want this time? Yeah, what's that? Oh, interesting. The Dream Warriors are a backer tier. That's a cool idea. I like the design on both of them. So they must have just, like, said what they kind of want them to look like or something. They couldn't have specified mechanics, because the mechanics were a little bit too tight on both of those to have been backer curated. Thanks, lady. Enter the glade beyond it. May hear the utterings of bugs long gone. 300 essence. She doesn't actually take my essence, right? No. Okay, so I only need 5 more. I'll come talk to her again later. That's pretty cool. That's gotta be like one of the best and the best implementation of a Kickstarter reward backer tier that I've seen in a game. Like, I really didn't like the one in Pillars of Eternity. It really dragged me right out of it. And that one I wouldn't even have known if you hadn't told me, which I think is the way they should go with it. Hey, I can swim here. My first time swimming. That's cute. Sup? Bugs in this glade are under my watch. Treat them with respect and you may remain, but raise your nail and you'll contend with me. Nail is sharp and I will not hold it back. Buy my cookies. Alright, these might be backers though, right? Pillars of Eternity had a bunch of, like, characters. They were fortunately marked in such a way so that you knew they were backer characters. So you could completely avoid them once you realized what they were. But the backstories were all written by players, and some of them were pretty bad. Edgeblood, Dark Shadow, Dr. Chagax. Yeah, so these all have to be Kickstarter backers, right? Pretty sweet looking though. And it looks like they mostly got their names to fit into the universe. Guys look cool looking. Hundred Nail Warrior. Cool. Yeah, this one it seems like the designer exercised some creative control. Magnus Strong. Judge me by my appearance, on my stature small, I bear a dark soul and a tendency to go berserk in battle. Yeah, some of these are okay, maybe there's a little bit less control here, but it's fairly short and isolated from the rest of the game. I've got an acid touch. How is this sold on Kickstarter? Was he presenting it as like it's a Metroidvania in this spooky bug kingdom? Thought so. Trying to trick me with that shit. Cool. That'll get me my 300, whatever that awards me. There might be one over here too. No, okay. So one up there I gotta drop down to in a second. Ooh, there might be something in that little water. Let me check. Loop back around. All the ones that were up here, right? I think so. I guess this one's still. Thought so. Whoa! It's a cool looking room. King's Idol. Right, that's one of the just collectibles, I guess. Action adventure set in a sprawling, interconnected world. Huh. That doesn't mention the bugginess at all. Like, bugginess in a good way for a video game. There we go. Shoot. I got the far one. Sweet. Yeah, thank you for not sharing the longer description. It's cool though. I have hundreds of bugs. Take this trinket. Pale ore. I don't know that I've gotten pale ore before, have I? Prized by those who craft weapons. Okay. I see. She wants me to come back when I have 500. Okay. So that'll be a little while longer. I haven't found a smith yet. I don't think the shopkeeper counts. I'm also not sure there's anything else I want to do here. I guess I can take that path to the Forgotten Crossroads, which was presumably gated earlier. I keep wanting to go to benches to save, but I guess I don't have to do that, right? There's also a way down here somewhere. That might be after defeating those 3 seals and messing with the black cocoon. Oh wait, no, maybe it's further south. No one remembers that place anyway. How does one go down here? Something else will open, will probably let us open that up without just attacking it. Maybe I need to ground pound it. Whatever the thick ability is. Oh, I still don't have the pass for this place, do I? Interesting. Nothing of consequence down there. Alright, I'll keep it in mind. Try to get up to 500. I'm not that far off from it, right? 170. Probably needs to be another boss fight, but I haven't seen another one of those gravestones around in a while. So. This is a stag, right? Oh, one more. Hey dude, take me somewhere interesting. Why don't we go to the east from Queen Station. Stuff that's interesting to check out there still. To my recollection. We already got that secret. There's a piece of heart, if I recall. I feel like I'm not done in Mantis Village. I got really excited about wall jump and left. There's definitely a hero's grave up there that I could go check out too. Let's try to do that one first. No, that didn't shock me though. It hasn't felt closed off at all. Nothing of importance up here, right? Those things suck. That was down here. Sword Greed guy. See the NPC that's up there by the bench, northeast? I'm gonna wait to repair my greed until I attempt this boss fight, though. Cool secret would be to need to lead one of those into a wall to make it explode so you can get through. Doubt that's a thing. Wanderer's Journal. That's just a token that I collect, okay. We haven't found the NPCs that want any of those yet. Greed doesn't break if it's not equipped. Really? Oh, that's a big deal, so I could turn it off for boss attempts. I did not think it worked that way. East and then up. And there's another exit right across from him that I could go check out here too. Oh, but I need to be able to swim. Presumably, maybe I can make that. This would be the place to try. Hey, dude. Fix my shit. Thank you. And I just won't equip it for a little bit. Okay. So this probably requires that I be able to swim, but one more try. Nope, gotta be able to swim. Gotcha. Clear gate. South and then east. Owen Wilson. Does the Dream Nail do more damage than the normal nail swings? Be willing to build up the meter and use it. Nice. Remember that I have that new spin attack. I got it right at the end of last session and basically forgot about it. Doesn't do damage, but it does other stuff? What the hell does that mean? Oh, is there some other feature that I hadn't discovered yet? Okay. Either NPCs or something. Excuse you. Hey, what's up? Come to tame the savage ruined land. Many have come to purify this place, but all who dwell here are eventually consumed. Even the wild bugs lurking below us. Yeah, let's do it. Hey Schrodinger, how you doing? Ooh, that's a cool attack. How is he gonna evolve that attack, I wonder? Ha ha ha, okay. Cool. Shit. Nice. Ooh, moved a little bit too fast there. It's net one heal. I'll take it. Move a little bit too fast there. You want to fight this guy basically the opposite of the way I fought the last one. You don't want to overdash, or you're gonna have a bad time, right? Is there like a little audio cue when you have enough souls to heal? It looks like there is one whenever you get another tier of healing juice. Ouch. I might be able to heal during that if I'm careful. cool. So you don't always have to be watching it to see whether you've got healing available to you or not. Yeah, it's a cool little sound effect that plays whenever you get a third of a meter. I had never noticed it before, but there's too much going on in that fight for me to look at it. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool backstory about them, too, when you beat them. Alright, marginally improved connection shooter. Oh, is my ability to dash down? That's new to me, having the Sans medallion equipped trait. Okay, cool. I think I want to go... I guess I don't need to save. Keep thinking I do, but... Ooh, ouch. Doesn't seem like it makes you fall that much faster, and you can't use it multiple times in midair or to go at an angle. Oops. Bummer, bummer. There we go. Probably still water down here. Maybe not. Huh. I think I've seen that gate before, but I don't remember what was represented by it. What does this say? Here ends the pilgrim's way. A hollowness heart lays open before you. Proceed onwards to share in its glory. Huh. Shoot. What's up? Should have healed before I started doing that, but that's okay. Hey, I found a switch. Convenience switch, so I don't have to do that the whole time when I come here. I think that's what that is. Alright. Checkpoint hype. How about here? What's going on? Ooh, it's a cool looking statue. Large knight statue. There's a socket in its chest. Insert the city crest. Yes. Where did... I bought that, didn't I? The city crest? I don't remember when I got it or what I did with it. Ooh, interesting. That shunted me out there. Got it from False Knight. Gotcha. Okay, so I don't have a butt pound. So I can't go back out that way. Nothing over there. Ooh, that, whoa. Alright, that's a thing. Keep that in mind. We're going to be playing for about another 10 minutes or so. I want to make sure that we're not running over time for sub-block today, so switch to Breath of Fire in about 10 minutes. And then Hollow Knight will return when we get back from travel to Columbus. I'm very much looking forward to. This game is amazing. I was right to have shortlisted it. Ouch. No map. Let's try going up here first. Risking respawning some of those enemies. Ah, shit. Do enemies respawn in this game based on number of maps scrolled away from them, or is it only based on resting at benches? I feel like I've seen both, but I don't have certainty on either. They keep putting, like, breakable objects next to walls, and I keep thinking the sound effect is indicating that I broke something. Big enemies when resting. Okay. And that's just based on number of screens passed, like I was saying. Huh. Whoa! This is very Castlevania here. Ooh. Okay, let's maybe not be so bad when fighting those guys. Jeez. So that summons this thing? Interesting. What's this? Great gates have been sealed, none shall enter, none shall leave. Referring to my current predicament, presumably. I would totally put something up there. Maybe they'll use that trick later. Oh, there's spikes on the top of the elevator. Rude. Makes sense, though. Okay, summons it back. That's cool. I think that's the first bench I've reached someone else is already sitting on, and this is our buddy, right? Quirrell. Capitalized before us, my friend. What a somber place it seems, and one that holds the answers to many a mystery. I too have felt the pull of this place, so now I sit before it. I find myself hesitant to descend. City looks to be built into an enormous cavern, and the rain pours down from cracks in the stone above. This guy kind of like strikes me as the melancholy adventurer, like NPC you keep bumping into in any of the Souls games. I love the sound of the rain upon glass. It is very pretty. Yeah. That's the sound of... That's the audio filtering effect that they added, not actually a breakable wall, unfortunately. There's some money chests. Huh. City of Tears. Dude, this zone is really cool. I like it a lot so far. I like the soundtrack here too, it's really pretty. It's like the city was designed for people who can wall jump in mind. Cool little nails everywhere. Ooh, that sounds like a blacksmith nearby. Get hype. Haha, I love the design of that house too. Hey, bug buddy. How cool. He looks pretty sweet. Long beard. Another nail to be hung. Leave on the ground, return later. You're still breathing. After a nailsmith, are you? You found one. I'm not much for talk. It's a nail that needs repair. You've come to the right bug. Your own nail's in a sorry state. Heck yeah!
Jonsha.
Oh, cool. Cutscene.
Garadel Akari.
Can you do it again with my Palor?
Vendazu.
800 Geo. Okay. I need to save a shit ton of money. That's very high priority. More damage on my nail. Sharpened nail. Cool. Okay. That's my first priority, though, as soon as I get enough money to afford it. Alright, one shot in those guys. Ooh. So it might be appropriate for me to re-equip the greed trinket for next session. You found him way too late. Yeah, I imagine that could be pretty hard. I already felt like some of those bosses had way too many hit points, which led me to believe that I was fighting them too early before I'd upgraded my weapon. I guess the game's kind of drawing you in this direction with the city crest and the fact that there's all those signs everywhere that seem to be pointing toward a city. But that's one of those hindsight is 2020. I certainly wanted to explore everywhere else first. Mechanism with a simple keyhole. It's probably good on time for now. We can switch to sub-block here. I guess we'll watch this cutscene first. But you said that it'll save just the fact that I've entered this screen. I'll pick right back up from here next time. Yeah, that's cool, Eternus. So once you've upgraded it a second time, you know, okay, now it one-shots this enemy. Previously it didn't. Hey, it's her. What's up? There's his resilience, born of 2 voids. It's from the last bench. So I gotta make it to a bench to save any of the progress I just did? Thank you, Graven Ash, Ranger. Oh, so I don't have to make it to a bench. Okay, cool. That works, and that makes sense. Awesome. Progress will be saved. Fantastic. Cool, I'll be back in a few minutes with Subblock, today featuring Breath of Fire, Dragon Quarter, Okage Shadow King, and Parasite Eve. See you soon.